Hello everyone, I welcome all of you once again to the series of mixtures and alligation. This is lecture number 2. In lecture number 1, we have discussed the type of question in mixtures where quantities are given. So you see in this question, see on the screen, this question says of lecture number 1, you purchase two types of rice, 5 kg of the first type and 8 kg of the second type, and you need to find the cost of the mixture, right? So quantities are given over there. Here what you need to do in lecture number 2, we are going to discuss the type of questions where quantities are unknown. Where what? Quantities are unknown, right? Let's take one example. So here is the example. Solution A contained 10% of acid and solution B contained 30% of acid. What is the ratio should the solution A be mixed with solution B to obtain 25% of acid? So how are you going to handle this? One is by assuming variables, but that will be the longer method. So let me show you that method also. So I can assume, let's say solution A is X liters and solution B is, let's say, Y liters. So, and as per the question, we need to find out the ratio. So that means what do we need to find? We need to find X by Y, X is to Y. This is what we need to find out in what ratio. Okay. So what you can do, you can say that, okay, solution A is X liter and you got 10% of acid. So what is the acid concentration there? Acid in solution A, that is what? 10% of X. Yeah, you get the amount of acid there. Same acid in solution B, that will be 30% of Y. Yeah, we have studied percentage topic, so I hope you will not find any problem here. Now if you add both of them, then you get the quantity of only acid. Okay, quantity of only acid, 10% in X and 30% in Y. If you add this, you will get quantity of acid, which is 10% of X plus 30% of Y, right? Now if you divide this, now this is the total acid you got in X liters of A, and here you got acid in Y liters of, here I should write, here you got acid in Y liters of solution B, right? So if you add this both, so you got acid in total quantity of X plus Y liters. Are you getting this or not? Yeah. First solution we have assumed X liter. Now in X liter of solution, I am trying to find out the acid quantity. So that is 10% of X, because that's a 10% concentrated. In second solution, which is Y liters of solution B, that is 30% of Y, because the concentration of solution B is 30%. Now if I add these two, what will I get? I will get total solution quantity, which is X plus Y liters, in which I will get the acid quantity, total acid quantity, which is 10% of X and 30% of Y. Now if you want to find the acid percentage in mixing A and B, after you add A and B, you mix A and B, okay, in mixing A and B. So what will you get? So how will you get this? In mix of A and B. So you will say, okay, in that case, the acid is 10% of X plus 30% of Y divided by X plus Y, right? Yes. Now, as per the question, this value is nothing but 25%, right? This value is nothing but 25%. Now, if you simplify, you can take the percentage sign common, obviously. So you have 10x of means multiply, right? We have this also we have studied in the percentage chapter, BODMAS rule. Of means multiply. So 10x plus 30y by x plus y. I can take the percentage common here and I can cancel simply this percentage and with this percentage, right? So I have got only numbers here, right? No percentage anymore. Now 25, if I cross multiply this, so here it is x plus y and this I have 10x plus 30y. If I open the bracket here, I got 25x plus 25y. Here I got 10x plus 30y, right? Simplify this further. Take the smaller value, same side, yeah, or similar variable value, same side. So what you get here? You get 25 minus 10, which is 15x, and here you get 30 minus 25, which is what? 5y. Now, as per the question, we need to find out the ratio of x and y. Yes, so if I want to find out x upon y, I will take here and 15 I have to take to the other side. What am I getting here? I'm getting 5 by 15. I'm getting 5 by 15, which is what? 1 by 3. So in which ratio shall we mix this? We should mix this in ratio 1:3. Okay, so if quantity is not given, this is one way to do it. But don't you find this is very long? Yeah, let's look at the shorter way. Let's look at the shorter way. Shall we? Okay. Now to look at the shorter way, you have one rule, you can call it, or one formula, you can call it. Yes, formula. I know I don't like formula, but yeah, if any formula can make your life little easier, let's use it. So the formula here is this. You take the units of cheaper quantity and unit of superior quantity, and you take the mean, that means the value of mixture in between, and you do the cross difference. And this cross difference is going to get you the ratio of quantity of cheaper to the ratio of quantity of dearer. You don't have to worry. I'm there with you. Don't worry. I'm there with you. So let us understand this with the question. Okay, let's take this question and try understanding the formula. So what formula says, what you do is when you're mixing two things, it could be solution, it could be profit, it could be simple interest, it could be concentration, it could be anything. You know, when you're mixing two things, so what you do is you write the cheaper value or any one, it doesn't matter. Okay, you write cheaper value at the right hand side, or you write the superior value to the right hand side. It will not affect your answer. Okay, I'll show you that also. Okay, so I hope I'll clear I'm trying to clear all your upcoming doubts in the recorded session itself, in the self-study material itself. All right, 10% here and 30% here, and the solution, you write the solution, the mixture value you write in between. So is this step clear to you? Solution A at one side, B at one side, and the mixture value is in between, because we're mixing both of them. Now take the cross difference. Yeah, take the cross difference. What is the cross difference? 30 minus 25. Take the absolute cross difference. Absolute cross difference means you don't have to take the negative sign. Yeah? If you need to do a bigger value minus a smaller value. So 25 minus 10, that is 15. Okay, let me write this for you. 25 minus 10. All right. And you know what? By doing so, you got the answer. You got the answer. Yes, guys, you got the answer. What is the answer? See, here, this formula, by applying this concept, you will get the quantity of A divided by quantity of B. The quantity of A is this part. Okay, so the cross difference will always give you quantity. Remember, so the name of this rule is alligation rule. Okay, just to name it. You can name something else also, but let's use the common term. So alligation rule. So by doing the cross difference in alligation rule, the result is always the quantity. Okay, it cannot be price, it cannot be percentage, it is always the quantity. Yeah, so the cross difference is always quantity. So quantity of A divided by quantity of B. So quantity of A is this, which is 30 minus 25, that is how much? 5, divided by quantity of B is this. Okay, so take the respective value. Okay, 25 minus 10, which is 15. Answer is what? 1 upon 3. That is your answer. Yeah, pretty easy, right? No mess up of, or no hassle of assuming values. You can see this is 5 upon 15. We directly jump on this part. X was the quantity of A which we have assumed, and B was the quantity of solution B. The Y was the quantity of solution B we have assumed, right? 5 by 15, 1 upon 3. Same thing here. Yeah. So as I was telling you to explain this, so basically this rule is derived from the longer solution. Many times we solve this by using the actual method, by using by assuming variables, and then we come to the conclusion that okay, this is the answer all the time. Yeah, cross difference, and you take cross difference, and what you get at the cross difference is the value of quantity. Yeah. Now I'll tell you the common mistakes which students do. What do they do is, after taking the cross difference, they feel that because this 30 minus 25 is the difference of solution B value and mean, so they feel that this should belong to solution B. It's wrong. This does not belong to solution B. See, we are writing this towards solution A. When we are writing this cross difference, we are writing the cross difference towards solution A. That's why I have drawn this white line. We are writing this towards solution A. So this 30 minus 25 should belong to solution A. This 30 minus 25, this value should be quantity of solution A. Okay. So to conclude, when you apply the alligation rule, you have the cheaper quantity, dearer quantity, and mixture. You take the cross difference and that you write in ratio, and this is the ratio of the quantity. Remember this. All good? Okay. And as I said, you don't have to worry about what to write at the left hand side and what to write to the right hand side. Do you want me to give example of this also? Okay, look at this. Keep in mind, what you need to find out? You need to find out quantity of A by quantity of B. Keep this in mind. Okay, and let me write the number in different sides. For example, here I write the solution B 30%, and here I write solution A, which is 10%, and the mixture value we have to write in between. There is no other place. We have to write in between because both of them we are mixing and getting 25% of the solution. Now what do? We take the cross difference. What is the cross difference? 25 minus 10, difference is 15. 30 minus 25, difference is 5. As I said, now this 15 should belong to solution B, and this 5 should belong to solution A, because that is towards solution A. Now here again, if you want to write the ratio of quantity of A and quantity of solution B, the ratio of quantity of solution A to the quantity of solution B, so you will write for A, you have to write this part first, right? Isn't it? The portion of quantity A we got to be 5, so we are going to write 5 here. and the portion of quantity B is 15, so that we have to write here, this side, right? So it will be same, yeah. So don't worry, don't stress too much that which value should write to the right hand side, whether cheaper will come right hand side, whether superior will come towards right hand side or left hand side. You don't have to worry this. All right, okay, great, fine. It's not over yet. Okay, there are many twists in this allegation rule, so watch this video till the end. Don't skip every question I have taken here very carefully to give you new learning. Okay, now the second question here I have: in what portion must tea worth 75 paisa per packet mixed with rupees 5.5 per packet so that mixture cost 4.5 rupees per packet? I advise apply allegation rule, pause this video and try attempting this question. Okay, now let's see the solution. The solution to this question is, first, when you apply the allegation rule, what is the allegation rule? Quantity of the unit of cheaper, unit of superior, and the mixture, you take the cross difference. Okay, you take the cross difference, and that's how you got the ratio of quantity of cheaper by quantity of dearer, superior is equal to the quantity of cheaper is what? D minus C, and quantity of superior is what? M minus C. Okay, this is the allegation rule. Now when you apply the allegation rule, you need to keep in mind that when you are writing this cheaper units, dearer or superior is one of the same thing, okay, and mixture unit, they have to be in same units. As in, see, the cheaper tea here is costing you 75 paisa, so 75 is in paisa, whereas the other packet which is costlier, the superior, the dearer, that is in rupees. So first value is in paisa and the second one is in rupees. So you know that's very standard way of solving maths, right? You need to have units in the same form. So have units in same. So let me write this into, what do you feel? Shall we write into paisa or rupees? Well, answer is going to be the same. So let's write into paisa because we can get rid of this decimal values, right? So here this is 75 paisa. The other one is 5.5 rupees. So I can say 550 paisa, right? And mixture is 450 rupees. So can I say 450 paisa? Okay. Yeah. Now I'll do cross difference. What is the cross difference? Take the cross difference. Take the cross difference. Take the cross difference. Yes. Yeah, that's what we need to find, no? Mix with, okay. In what portion? Portion, ratio, same thing. In what portion ratio we have to mix both of them. So let's look at this. So difference here, 450 and 75, difference is what? 375, and 550 and 450, difference is what? 100, okay. And this gets you what? This value, these values. These values are what? These values are the quantity of the cheaper one and quantity of the dearer one, the superior one. Yeah. So this 100 is for the cheaper, 75 paisa. So let me write, this is cheaper and this is dearer. So let me write 100 for quantity of cheaper and 375 as quantity of dearer. Yeah. The difference is always quantity, ratio of quantity. Yeah. Not the actual quantity. It's not necessary that you take 100 liters or 100 packets of cheaper. That is only ratio. Okay. Yeah. So quantity of cheaper and quantity of dearer. This is 100 by 375. Yeah, I hope this is fine. Okay, going well. No question. Even if it is, I'm sure by the end of the session, end of this video, your questions will be solved. Your queries will be answered by itself. Now let's look at the third question. Again, pause the video and try solving it by yourself. Well, now if you want to simplify, if there are options which are simplified option, you can simplify by cancelling it further. Okay. But we are here to understand the concept, not the calculation. So yes, focus on the concept first. Okay. 300 grams of salt solution has 40% salt. Now, quantity is given here. But do we have a quantity of all? Let's read the question and understand. How much salt should be added? Quantity of salt is missing. How much salt should be added? So, how much salt should be added? X gram of salt to be added. To be added to make 50% of solution. To make what? 50% of solution. Right? Now, I can solve this question by making assuming X, or I can also apply alligation rule. Yeah. Since this lecture is devoted to alligation rule, let's focus on alligation rule. Let's try solving this question by using alligation rule. So the solution, earlier solution you have solution which is 40%, and now you're adding salt. So salt will be pure salt, right? Now tell me, what is this 40%? This 40% is the concentration of salt in the solution. Are you getting this? This 40% is the concentration of salt in 40%. Right? Now you are adding pure salt into that. So what will be the percentage of concentration of salt in pure salt? Let me ask this question to you again. What is the percentage of salt in pure salt? So in pure salt there will only be salt, right? That's why I'm calling it pure salt. So it will only be salt. That means it will be 100%. Purity we always measure in percentage, so it will be 100%, right? So pure salt will be 100%. Look at this part. We got solution of salt which is 40%. So I am writing 40% here. Now this 40% is salt, right? So I should take the salt percentage in the other part also, which we are mixing in the solution. So what are we mixing in the solution? We are mixing salt in the solution. So I need to take salt percentage in pure salt. It will be 100%. Yeah, I hope this part is clear. I hope this part is clear. Yeah, pure salt is 100% salt, right? Now the question become you mix 40% of salt solution, 40% concentrated salt solution and pure salt, and which is 100% pure salt. So 40% of salt solution and 100% of pure salt, you mix both of them in a way that you get new solution which is 50% salt. Okay, so that it makes 50% solution, 50% of salt, right? So now you write 40% here, 100% here. Now you just take the cross difference. Cross difference is 50. Okay, and here cross difference is how much? Come on, cross difference is how much? 10, right? So what is the ratio of salt solution to the pure salt? So if salt solution by pure salt, okay, which we are mixing there, to get 50%, we have to mix in which ratio? We have to mix in ratio with that. If the salt solution is 50, we have to take pure salt as 10. Yeah, I hope you're getting this. This always get you, the difference always get you the ratio of quantity. This will always get you ratio of quantity. Please keep writing this. Please keep writing this. This difference will always get you a ratio of quantities. Okay, this is nothing but ratio of quantities. Yeah, keep this in mind. This is ratio of quantities, right? Now, is that the answer? No, that's not the answer. Question said, if you take salt solution 300 gram, all right, if the salt solution is 300 gram, yeah, the salt mix earlier, that is 300 grams. So salt, the quantity of salt solution, quantity of pure salt, right? So question said quantity of salt solution is 300 grams and quantity of pure salt we need to find out as per the question, that is 5 by 10 if you simplify 50 by 10, sorry 5 by 1 when you simplify 50 by 10. Now what you need to do, just cross multiply. So if you take x this side, I can take in the denominator, so that is 300 by 5. So answer is what? 60 grams, right? You need to add 60 grams of pure salt to make the solution 50% concentrated. Okay, I hope you're getting every micro detailing of this concept. You're getting every micro detailing of this concept, right? Okay, revise this particular question. If you're not getting it, revise this, because there is a very important learning from here, that if you have one of the quantity given, then how do you handle? So keep that quantity aside for the time being, apply the alligation rule, get the ratio of quantity, and then you can place one quantity there and find the other quantity by applying in the ratio, right? Okay, let's practice more. We are not done yet. Let's practice more. And this is the concept builder videos. Okay, these are concept builders videos, so you're building concepts here. Okay, do not expect the higher difficulty level. As I always say, concept builder videos, I am going to keep level of difficulty 1, and then we'll have level of difficulty 2 and 3 in the other videos where we see the applications. Next, how many kgs of tea worth 25 rupees per kg must be blended with 30 kg? Quantity of the other portion is given 30 kg of tea, which is worth 30 rupees per kg, so that selling the blend with 30 rupees per kg, there will be a gain of 10%. Oh, a lot of things at a time. Yeah, well, no worries, we'll handle this. So first, do you agree with me that applying alligation rule here will be easy? Yeah, see, you got one part, how many kgs of tea, so quantity you need to find out. It's okay, we'll handle the quantity later, because after having the cross difference we get the ratio of quantities, right? So first one is 25 rupees per kg and the second one is 30 rupees per kg. When you mix both of them, you get the mixture, which is again 30 rupees per kg. That is what is given, no? You blend variety at 30 rupees per kg. Yeah, so that by selling the blend variety at 30 rupees per kg, so this is the mixture price. Yes. Now what you need to learn here, what you need to understand here, where you need to pay the attention here, that this 25 rupees, this 30 rupees is the cost price, and this mixture 30 rupees is the selling price. Are they in the same units? Tell me, isn't it the same which we have learned in question number 2? 75 paisa, 5.5 rupees, different units, right? Here this is cost price, this is cost price, and this is selling price. They are not in the same form. We can't apply alligation rule directly. We have to make them in same form. So how do you make them in the same form? Either you convert all of them in the cost price, or all of them you convert into the selling price. And trust me, I hope you trust me. Trust me, your answer will be same. Whether you convert everything into cost price or everything into the selling price. But you need to convert them into one form, one unit. Okay? Then you get the right answer. So this is the learning from question number 4 and question number 2 also, obviously, that when we are applying the alligation rule, the units should be same. Yeah, the units should be same, or the cheaper quantity, the dearer quantity, the superior quantity, the cheaper unit, the superior unit and the mixture unit should be in the same form. Note this, the cheaper units or unit of dearer, superior and unit of mixture, they all have to be in same form. If this is cost price, this should be cost price, and then this should also be cost price. If this is selling price, then you can also convert the other two in the selling price. That's also fine, but it has to be in the same form. So let's try to make them in the same form. The easier way I find here is to make into the selling price. Okay, selling price, because it will be simply an increase of 10% in these two. Okay, or you can also reverse this 30 and then divide by 1.1. You know what I'm talking about if you have gone through my video of selling profit and loss. If you have gone through my lectures of profit and loss, you know what I'm talking about. So I find this to be easy to increase these two value by 10% and then making them also selling price. This selling price is with 10% profit. Okay. So I can increase these two also by 10% profit. I can also apply 10% profit here and make them also into the selling price, so that all of them will be in the same form. So look at this. If I do so, here I can say, if I increase by 10%, so what is 10% of 25? What is 10% of 25? That is 2.5. If you increase, that will be 27.5. 10% of 30, that is 3, so that will become 33. And here this is already with 10% profit, so this is 30. Now you can apply the alligation rule. Are you getting it? Yeah. So everything become with 10% profit, with 10% profit and with 10% profit in the same form. All right. If you want, you can convert them into the cost price, all of them, and then also you will solve, you get the same answer. Okay, now try this. So let's call this to be type A T, type B T, and this is mixture. Okay, how many kgs of both this? So let me call this to be type A and this is type B. This is type B. Okay, take the difference. Difference here is what? 3. Difference here is how much? 2.5. So what is the ratio of quantity? Ratio of quantity is a cross difference, right? The ratio of quantity is the cross difference. So cross difference here is, so quantity of A by quantity of B is equal to 3 by 2.5. So quantity of A we need to find out, because question said how many kgs of T, and for B, for type B here we have the quantity which is 30 kg. Yeah, I hope the question is clear. Read question twice. If the question is not clear, read it again. Question should be clear, instruction should be clear. This 30 kg is a quantity for type BT. Alright. Now here quantity of A we need to find out, and quantity of B given 30 kg. Right. This is 3 by 22.5. Cross multiply. So what do you get? Quantity of A, you get 3 into 30 by 2.5. Simplify, remove decimal, put 0 here. Now cancel by 25. 25 here, 1, what you get? 5. So 2. So 12 into 3 is what? 36 kg quantity. Okay. So what is the answer? To have this value 30 as the selling price with a gain of 10%, you should take 36 kg of quantity A if you are taking 30 kg of quantity B. Okay, I hope all well, all doing well. Yeah, if any question, if any doubt, please write on the comment section so that I can address that, or if you want, we can meet online, we can have live session also, but yes, it's all on demand. Yeah, question number 5. So by now you understood that in alligation rule, if you want to apply the unit should be same, the form like cost price, and cost price, or selling price, all should be same. So units, or in the form which you write where you have cheaper and dearer and mixture, all of them should be either, they should be in the same form and the same unit. They have to be in same form as well as in same unit. Okay, now let's look at this question. So question says a trader has 50 kg of sugar, a part of which is sold at 10% profit, rest is sold at 5% loss. So for now, just avoid this 50 kg. Okay, let's read the question first, or let me explain you the question first. So a trader has 50 kg of sugar, a part of which is sold at 10% profit, and the rest of them is sold at 5% loss. He gains 7% on whole. So overall, when he calculates, he is gaining 7%. What is the quantity he sold at 10% gain? What is the quantity he sold at 10% gain? Which is 10% gain? This is 10% gain. Okay, and 5% loss. So we need to find out both quantity. So the question, let me explain you the question. So 50 kg divided into two parts. One is going for, let's say x kg is going for 10% profit, and y kg, let's say y kg, or let me say 50 minus x, right? If 50 kg is sold, if 50 kg is the total quantity and x kg sold at 10% gain, that means 50 minus x must be sold at, the rest at 5% loss. Loss means less, right? So we need to find out both quantities. That's the question. I hope the question is clear to you. Now let me explain you that how can you use alligation rule here. So pay attention, very important. New learning, new lesson to you. Okay. So as I said, we have to keep them into the same form. Yeah, same form. Now here we got 10% profit. Here we got 5% loss, and mixture you have, which is 7% profit. Yeah, on whole he is gaining. When he calculate overall, that means he's mixing all this calculation, he's having what? 7% profit, right? So we need to find out the ratio of quantity, and then based on that we can divide the 50 kg to get the answer. So let's get started. Now to have this into the same form, understand this, to have in the same form, let me not have this into the selling price, or so let me not have this into the profit percent or loss percent. Let me write into one particular form. So do you remember this formula of profit and loss? If not, that means you have not gone through my profit and loss videos, or even if you have gone through and you don't remember, guys, you need to revise things. Okay, if there is a profit, then we say 100% plus profit percent, selling price equal to 100% plus profit percent. If there is a loss, then we say selling price equal to cost price into 100% minus loss percent, because loss means decrease. Okay, so I am going to use this. To form alligation. Okay, so let me take this question with respect to selling price. Now, if the first part is sold at 10% profit, for it means percentage wise, or let's say the cost was 100 rupees, let's say, yeah. So for the first part, if it is with 10% profit, that means the selling price should be 110. If I take the cost price to be 100, the selling price for the first type should be 110. Yeah, we are mixing two concepts here, profit and loss and allegation. So I know it will be little complicated to understand, but you want to crack the exam, right? So focus here. Cost price, if I take this to be 100, for the first part, the selling price is 110. For the second part, because it is with 5% loss, 5% loss means less, that should be 95, 5% loss. Now mixture, we got 7% profit, 7% gain. That means the mixture, the overall price should be, the price per kg should be 107. Did you understand this part? So I am writing the cheaper, the dearer, whatever you want to call it, and the mixture in form of selling price. The form is the same, yeah. So I am writing this in form of selling price per kg by assuming cost price here as 100 rupees per kg. Is this okay to you? Is this fine with you? Is this fine with you? Are you able to relate this with the previous question? Yes? Okay. Okay. So this is first type, and this is the rest part. Yeah, and then this is what happening. Yeah. Now, what we do? We take the cross difference. We take the cross difference. This is 3. This is 12. So if you see, what is the ratio of quantity of A? A is what? With 10% profit. B is what? With 5% loss. So quantity of A by quantity of B, that is in ratio 12 by 3, or we can say that is 4:1. Yeah, 3 ones are 3 and 3 fours are 12. Did you get it? Now let me apply a ratio concept, chain rule. So many things at a time. I know you must be feeling overwhelmed, but stick to it. Yeah. So 4:1. Okay. I'm using this so that I can show you little shortcuts. I know that this looks a little complicated, but if you understand this, it's not too much of calculation. Assuming cost price 100, got the selling price, apply the allegation rule in form of selling price. Total quantity is 50 kg, which we need to divide into 4:1, because that's what we got after allegation rule. So if we divide this into 4:1, I can say 4 plus 1 is 5. So on total 5, I have 5 kg, 50 kg. So on 4, I should get 40 kg, and on 1, I should get 10 kg. I'm applying chain rule. Yeah, I will not explain that in detail, guys. Otherwise, the explanation will be too long. So go through the chain rule video of ratio proportion. But did you understand? It's in 4:1. 4 plus 1 is 5. So if 50 kg, for 50 kg, I have 5 portion. So or rather I say for 5 portion, I got 50 kg. So for 4 portions, I should get 40 kg. Yeah, 5 tens are 50. So 4 tens are 40. And for 1 portion, I should get what? 10 kg. Are you getting this? Yes. And that's the answer. So answer is what? 40 kg and 10 kgs. Okay. So I hope you're learning, right? Let's do one more question on allegation. Yes. Yeah. Keep remembering the lesson from the previous question. So question number 6. In a laboratory, 2 bottles contain mixture of acid and water. Acid and water. This is a very interesting question. Don't skip it. In the first bottle, in the 7:3, which is acid and water, in the second bottle, the ratio in which the contents of these 2 bottles be mixed such that the new mixture should have acid and water in ratio 2:3. So what do we need to find here? Let me call this to be, let's say, bottle A. Okay, bottle A. First bottle A, the second bottle B, and mixture we are getting C, right? So bottle A, the ratio of acid to water is 2:5. Here this is 7:3, and mixture you want 2:3. So in which ratio shall we mix? That means ratio of quantity. So we need to find out ratio of quantity of A and B in which we mix both of them to get this solution. Isn't it sounding like you should apply alligation rule to make it easy and get the solution answer fast, right? Okay, I hope you agree with me. Okay, now lesson from previous questions. When you apply the alligation rule, it has to be in the same form, it has to be in same units. Yeah, so for such kind of question, you need to find out, you need to consider one of the content, because we have to keep in the same form. Either you consider the concentration of acid, or you consider the concentration of water. And trust me, you consider either one of them, the answer will be same. I hope you trust me, right? Okay, the answer will be same. Now look at this. Let me take this with respect to the concentration of acid. Don't worry, I will not make you calculate percentage. The concentration of acid. Now in the first solution, which is 2:5, the concentration of acid I will write is 2/7. I hope you are not confused here. See, it's 2:5, right? So acid is 2 out of total 2 plus 5, 7. Acid is 2 out of total 2 plus 5, 7. Yeah, so acid is 2 out of 7. Got it? For A. And for B, the bottle B, the second bottle, what is the acid? How much is acid? Is 7, but that is out of 7 plus 3, 10. Getting it? Now, for mixture, acid is 2 out of 2 plus 3, 5. So, do you understand that? Did you get this? I am writing the cheaper, superior and mixture in same form. Here the form is concentration of acid. Okay, this is something you need to practice and learn. Now, when you do the cross difference, you will get the answer. Cross difference, you should be master in subtracting the fraction value now. Okay, so 7/10 and 2/5, if you subtract, yeah, this is very basic calculation, but let me do it for you. 7/10 and 2/5, if you see the difference, you need to make denominator same. So 5 2s are 10, so the denominator is same. Now what you do, simplify. Denominator 10, 7 minus 4 is what? 3. 7 minus 4 is 3. So you got what? 3/10 here, right? Now the other difference, that is 2/7 minus 2/5, or you can say 2/5 minus 2/7. The bigger minus smaller. Denominators are not equal. You can do cross multiply, right? How do you solve this? LCM is 35. Yeah, 7 2s are 14 minus 5 2s are 10. What is the difference? 4/35. So here difference is 4/35. Okay, did you get it? Yes, you should. I'm sure you must have got it. Now here, so this 3/10 will belong to the quantity of A, and this 4/35 will belong to the quantity of B. So now I can write the quantity of A by quantity of B is equal to 3 by 10 by 4 by 35.
Okay.
Simplify this. How will you simplify? 3 by 10, denominator will go into the numerator. 35 by 4, simplification is completely in your hand. Yeah, cancel by 5 twos are, 5 sevens are, nothing else. So what you have here, what you get here, 21 is 2, 2 fours are 8. This should be the ratio of quantity in which you mix A and B. Okay. So I hope you learn the alligation rule well, you understood, and let me summarize this for you. Alligation rule we apply when we have quantities unknown, and we have to keep in mind that when we apply the alligation rule, cheaper, dearer mixture, that should be in same form and same units. The difference of the cross difference you get, the result you get is the ratio of the quantity. Alright, this is it in today's video. My name is Shyam Manawat. I will see you in the next lecture with a new concept of mixture and alligation. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye bye.